Welcome in, everybody. The Acid game this time is a ladder match between here and the color red. Is the former world champion Louis MT. At the time of recording, he's third on the ladder. Playing as the Abbasid Dynasty. Opening with the 6 on food, going with gold here. Doesn't really matter the order which you do these this opening, as long as we eventually end up with the right macro at the end, because we're gonna spend the same amount of time building everything. Might change a couple of seconds when you get things, which is somewhat important. Nothing absolutely insane there. On the other side, playing as the Tughlaq Dynasty, it is Kanki, favorite. And yeah, we got the worker elephant going onto the berries first, so not taking the sheep, preserving those for later. I imagine we'll see how the game goes. Playing the color yellow, of course. Ooh, there's a scout here attacking behind the camp. That is going to be very annoying. Look at that, Louis is going onto the... It's 2 on sheep, that's... wild. That is wild. Very different opening, too, but the House of Wisdom and Abbasid in general has been suffered a small rework. So let's see how that goes. We're gonna go through the map now. This is beautiful West Lake. So there's a lake here. I think all of the lake is traversable, but not buildable. It's our little shoreline. So all of the lake is traversable. None of it is buildable except these bridges. Yeah, I think there's just the one bridge. Well, we also have a bunch of deer here around it, and have some stone and some gold, together with a relic and a sacred site. Right, Dome of the Faith for Kanki. Exactly what you'd expect. Gives you the healer elephants. Gives you as well discount on them. Looking pretty good. We're reducing the food worker count to 4, going eco wing. Looks like second town center to me. Yeah, going as well with stone. Now the second town center is already very worth it. The third town center might actually be very worth it. Who's playing against Kanki? Against Kanki, the best way to play this is to fight fire with fire. But I don't think Louis knows this yet. We're on Louis' camera. He's scouted. He sees no one on gold. Which of course, eventually did take the gold. Doesn't really see anything else. And Louis' scout is home trying to fight the other scout. Which, like, Kanki always does this, and I think this is the reason, right? If you pull the other scout, they are not going to see what you're doing. And the prevailing thought here, from the prevailing theory, is that you don't want their scout doing any damage. So from Louis, you don't want Kanki's scout doing any damage. You also don't really want it to see too much. So you bring your own scout home. But knowing what your opponent is doing is so much more important. The game is, like, information is just so critical. Alright, we have the 400 stone, which I do exactly right for the Tughlaq Abbasid Fort. It's gonna be 8 stone access. New worker Dumbo gets created, goes stone. The second Tughlaq Abbasid Fort is gonna be important. Oh, look at that! Louis wants to see what's up. So what Louis is gonna see is Dome of the Faith here, so he probably guesses some aggression, and he's not gonna see any buildings around here. Usually the fort would be going down at home. Kanki did take an interesting route here through the south, so he's not gonna get spotted. He's gonna get the stone. Now maybe he's thinking that the math isn't mathing, but doesn't quite connect the dots completely. Because the math isn't mathing. He shouldn't be taking stone yet. Or, like, he should have taken all of the stone. And he should have more stuff here. Especially considering he aged up quite early, around the same time as Louis did. So as you see, Louis taking a second town center, going for a third. Keeps taking a stone. And this would be pretty much meta for Louis. Louis at around 13 to 14 minutes should have such a large economy without spending all that much food. That it should be quite abrasive is not the right word. It's gonna be insanely difficult to work. Oh, Louis fighting with only 4 villagers and to take stone. Yeah, that was a misclick. Gonna fight the workers with everybody. No, fighting the workers? Is this gonna work? Oh, Louis needs some insane micro. Kills one of them. Oh, but microing villagers is so difficult. This fort is just almost up. All Kanki really needs to do is just select all of those villagers and garrison just as this gets built. Oh, and this is done. Oh, he's going Governor of Ajmer. Of course he is. Getting those Emir warriors for free. Oh, and right next to a stone outcropping as well. And that's why the math didn't math before. The Emir warrior dying a slow death, but this is still very powerful. And Louis, yeah, Louis now has dropped. Yeah, what's he gonna do? What are you gonna do against this? At this stage of the game, after committing to the second town center, you have to keep making workers and hope you don't die before it pays off. Now Louis does not have the wood to get anything going. The only thing good for Louis here is that, as dangerous a position as this is, it doesn't really threaten most of the... It threatens the berries. These berries are compromised. Right, it's gonna get range, and the Emir warriors can be here, and they have loads of armor to defend against the center, but everything else is still in the taking for Louis. He needs to be careful though. Kanki shouldn't. Louis can't let Kanki get another fort. If that happens, then he's kinda dead. Gets 2 workers here on the berries. It's bold. He can. So getting the second improvement there on the fort. Second for you guys at home to read. Look at that, getting loads of wood, getting the smith as well. We all know what this is. It's immediate siege engineering. 8 minutes with the fort in your opponent's base and siege engineering, and only down 8 workers. This is one of the most oppressive, cheesy build orders I've ever seen. I think Louis is trying to age up, which, like, if he manages to age up and get army in time, this is okay. So I never played against Kanki doing... I played against Kanki doing other things. I never played against Kanki doing this one. With Abbasid, I theorized that with... against this, you can make camel archers. And the camel archers should be able to defend against the Emir warriors and use the villagers to kill the rams. But it's gonna be so many rams. Kanki has so much wood in the bank. So Louis Scout is back home, trying to spot for additional fortresses. But it's 0 army. 0 army for Louis. He has a single scout. Aging up with military wing, those camel riders are not going to be enough, and he's now dropping ranges as well. Getting textiles. Textiles actually a good call. 50% more health. It used to be plus 20, but then that would make it less valuable for the dragon, I think. The fact that their villagers are different. They were the first civ/variant. Made them different, so. Oh, double range! It's double range. He wants to go camel archers, I think, or crossbows. Crossbows here, like Louis has gold, but it's gonna be so little, too late. And like the fortresses get to where the villagers are gonna be defending. He's almost dropping another one. He could drop it like here, maybe, or just a few tiles in the front. Very well defended. He's almost aging up, and Kanki should be able to see that. But Kanki knows time is of the essence. Louis is just waiting until the game, I suppose. Oh my god, this is gonna be, like, way bolder than I thought. So that's the main town center? So many villagers too, we definitely pulled all of the woodworkers from home. It doesn't matter, this fort, so many workers, is definitely going up. Yeah, get all of the camels you want. It's going... Oh, and he needs to fight. Louis needs to fight, but with the fort right there and the villagers being inside of the fort. 2 landmarks only as well, I forgot to take that into account. And the slow but feels like very fast crawl of the forts means that these Emir warriors do not take any damage from being outside the range. Yeah, gonna be a villager graveyard. There aren't enough buildings to really stop them, but while this is happening, this is great for Kanki. Villagers are not good at defeating the fort, and the fort is gonna get zero damage, range. Oh, they're getting healed as well. Repaired, I should say. Your warriors, they're getting back here. They're trying to get the worker elephant to tank some damage, and the villager count is even. Even if Louis defends this, like Kanki is missing some infrastructure, obviously. But infrastructure isn't everything, right? It's the economy is very important, obviously, and the army you already have. And, it's getting lower and lower villager count. Wow, it was just poor scouting from Louis. If he scouts this, he goes very aggressive with horseman spears or horseman archers, or just horsemen or just archers, whatever he wants, right? And this is defended, but because he was like, oh, I'm gonna do a 3TC, and that's how I play against Tuglak and everything, this is not going his way, and the House of Wisdom, halfway through, there's a lot of HP, 1200 is a lot of HP, but still, just not enough. Workers are repairing, but so many rams here. These are the only rams Kanki has. Repairing rams as well, that's insane. All these workers here trying to repair the Tughlaqabat fort. There's just so much range now. It's gonna be even more range. The Emir warriors aren't really doing anything. Oh, the rams are getting repaired. Rams being repaired is just killing me. These crossbowmen don't deal much damage, right? Deal 1 damage per arrow. Oh, they actually deal 3 damage per arrow. There aren't near enough of them. This House of Wisdom is almost going down. The villagers are attacking it. A little bit impatient there from Kanki, losing workers not needing to, but that is game. There's no way this happened this way. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.